So you're thinking about moving to Alpharetta, Georgia, and your budget is north of $1 million, but you just don't know exactly what your money will buy. And that's exactly what we're gonna cover in this video. We're gonna take you around to a couple of different properties in that price point, show you some real estate, and talk to you about kind of the life and the lifestyle here in Alpharetta. And we're gonna get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in Atlanta, Georgia, or in this case, Alpharetta, then subscribe below and ring the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in Atlanta and when we release new content just like this. My name is Denny. The team and I get calls each and every day from people just like you and you and you and you and you and you looking to make the move to Atlanta, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving next week, next year, or anytime in between, call, text, email, schedule a Zoom. We'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Atlanta. Like I mentioned, in this video, we're gonna be showing you some real estate, some properties in that $1 million and up price point. But I wanted to start here in exactly that. You see right behind me, that is the Avalon, which is absolutely amazing. We spend tons of time here as a family. They put a little house right there, a little cottage right there during Christmas. That's where Santa Claus goes. There's activations and events, food festivals, concerts, eating, shopping, dining, entertainment. There's a co-working space, commercial spaces, residential spaces, apartments, a movie theater, and right at the very end, that's the Avalon Hotel. We do a couple of staycations there a year. My wife and I love to just kind of stay there and hang out so we can walk to everything. But if you want to, have the Avalon Hotel access to the Avalon 24/7, 365, and you want to live here, well, these homes that you see around me, these single family homes, these are probably in the 2 to 3 million, maybe even upwards of $3.5 million. The two at the end right there are the most expensive ones. Right on the other side of them, you see there's some townhomes there. They're actually about $1.5 million because they're a little bit away from the hustle and bustle. And then over here to the left, there's some townhomes as well that are just over $1 million. They're a little bit less because they're right in the middle or the thick of it. And some people like to be a little bit, it's a little bit quieter over there. So I wanted to give you that perspective before we go on a tour and tell you a little bit about, who would be a great person to give us a call, because outside of the Avalon, outside of downtown Alpharetta, by the way, is just about a 10-minute walk that way. The Foundry's on the other side of that wall. That's a nice little development where townhomes are about $1 million plus, single family homes are about $1.5 million plus. They're starting a new development right next to it. There's just like a 1-minute walk right there, and those townhomes will be right under $1 million in the 900s, and then some single family options in the $1 million plus as well. But if you're moving across the city or moving across the state, and you're down to earth, maybe you make good money, you've been successful, and maybe you're single and you want to live on top of this, or maybe you have a family and you want to be a little bit further out, but you're just down to earth and you want a normal person who understands the market to help you make a good decision when it comes to your life and your lifestyle and where you want your family to be. And that's really kind of what I pride myself on, and our entire team. We focus in this area. Most of us live in North Atlanta. We know these school systems, we know these properties, we know these mixed-use developments like the back of our hand. And our goal is really to help you land in a place that's best for you and your lifestyle. So I would always encourage you to call us, text, email, even if you just have a question, or maybe you're thinking about multiple cities and you're trying to figure out which one that you want to live in. We'd be glad to help. So I always want to encourage you to reach out. Or if you want, just subscribe and watch the videos. All that being said, let's show you some real estate and then we'll circle back here and put a bow on it. Let's go check out that first property. So on this stop, it's location, location, location. Not to say that the home or the property isn't amazing. It is. It's actually right behind me, not the one on the end, but the one right next to the end. I love kind of the dark navy shutters, the white board and batten exterior. Outside of wide plank hardwood flooring, quartz countertops, some shiplap and some feature walls, high-end appliances, great design. Like, yes, it is an amazing home. It sits here in this nice little quiet circle. There's a community park with a fire pit right there. And here's what's great. Right behind the property, these woods, is called the Alpha Loop. The Alpha Loop is gonna weave all around Alpharetta, and it connects from downtown, which is right there. I could walk out of that entrance, and right across the street is the Alpharetta City Center, where you have the Rocky River that my kids always play in. It's like a water feature. Then you have a big open green space. You have dining and restaurants and entertainment. All of those things are right there. And then out of your backyard, look at this. That's the Alpha Loop. It connects right down. I'd say maybe a 5-minute walk, half a mile. You come out at the Foundry and you end up right at the Avalon, where you've got even more shopping and dining and eating and activations and Santa during Christmas, and you know, the theater and ice skating and food festivals and all that stuff all year long. So for this, if you're looking to live right in the thick of it, if you are looking to have a single family home that's kind of secluded, it's not necessarily right up under it. By the way, the Maxwell, I forgot, that is right over there. So you have Avalon, the Maxwell, which is also on the Alpha Loop, downtown Alpharetta, all connected from the Alpha Loop. The Alpha Loop also connects into the Big Creek Greenway. So this really is location, location, lifestyle. Listed at $1,475,000. It's 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3,242 square feet, which puts it at, I want to say, like $445 a foot. So it's not exactly what you call affordable living, but if you want that kind of a home in this kind of a location, that's what it's going to take. Just to give you perspective, we live in Alpharetta, but we live 20 minutes from downtown on a little over 4 acres, and we bought an older home built in 1994 for just under $1 million, and we're doing, you know, what will ultimately be about a $500,000 renovation. So to end up in the same price point, we'll have a little bit, we'll have a larger home. It's got a secondary primary home, and it's on 4 acres with a creek on it in the woods, but it's 20 minutes from here versus right on top of it. So hopefully that gives you a perspective. Let's hop in the car and look at a couple of other properties. Well, I'm really excited about this stop on the tour because it's a unique property from the standpoint that it's, you know, not like your typical that we showed you closer to downtown, but it's not out on a farm either, because when you get out away from downtown, a lot of times that's what you'll get is, you know, 3, 5, 10, 100 acres, horse farm. We're in a great area. This is right off a road called Freemanville, which is one of my favorite roads in the Alpharetta Milton area. We're maybe 10 minutes from downtown Alpharetta, really maybe 9, depends on what side of you go on, and we're like 5 minutes from the downtown Crabapple Milton area. And these are all these estates are on maybe an acre, a little bit more, but if everything is bigger in Texas, this home should be in Texas because it is large and expansive. And one of the best values, you know, what is value? In my opinion, value is like, you know, the bang for the buck. What can you buy? Well, this home was built in 2013, so it still looks really current. Maybe not 2022 current, but it wouldn't take much from a design perspective, but it looks absolutely stunning. Everything about it. The rooms are open, large, expansive, soaring ceilings. The kitchen has a double island with the, you know, an eat-in island with professional cooktops, multiple levels of outdoor entertaining. I'm talking about this beauty right here behind me, by the way. And I don't know if you can see it, but it is on the lake, so it backs up right to the lake. I'm gonna walk over here and see if I can give you a peek through the yard to the lake. It's right down there. And so it backs up to the lake. You've got multiple levels of outdoor entertaining and decks. There's a saltwater pool and spa in the backyard, so you can be in the pool relaxing, looking on the lake. The community itself actually has a community dock for that lake, so you can fish, you can kayak. There's a private walking trail through the neighborhood, which starts right, there's one of the entrances right there. That trail dead ends into an actual waterfall. And so aside from, you know, 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, 8,750 square feet of luxurious, beautiful home with expansive rooms and soaring ceilings and high-end design features. It looks like, you know, designer everything from the windows to the walls and everything in between. You know, it's listed at $2,450,000. It was just reduced $200,000. It's, in my opinion, even in this market, it's worth the $2.8 million. If you think about just the cost to build, new construction here in Alpharetta, luxury like this goes for $400 to $500 a foot. So that's 200 at 2.45 million, 8,750 square feet. It's right at $280 a foot. So even if you had to do a little design work, looks like they're doing a little, you know, exterior paint over here at the neighbor's house, it would be well under that $400 or $500 a foot. So that's what I mean by saying that it's a value. There's a ton of house for the money. And again, 9 minutes to downtown Alpharetta, 5 minutes to Crabapple Milton. The schools are absolutely amazing. The neighborhood's really peaceful, large estate lots, private walking trail, private lake, fishing, kayaking, all of that. And right here, nestled in between some of the best location in the area. I love this Freemanville Road. So if 2.5-ish million is your budget, that one, who knows, when you're watching this, you should definitely reach out. Do me a favor in the comments below. Let me know which house on the tour is your favorite, because, well, I haven't seen the next one yet, but man, that one is going to be hard to beat. Gorgeous. Okay, on the last one I said location, 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 and this is really no different. It's just a different kind of a lifestyle and a different location. As you can see, new construction, new construction, new construction. They're building this one. This is Canton. It runs right into downtown Alpharetta. There's a red light, and then right past the light you have kind of the backside of downtown Alpharetta. So you're not on the Alpha Loop, you're not connected to the Avalon. You know, this isn't a walking only lifestyle, but you can't beat the locations. My kids go to a small private school, maybe a mile that way. Like I said, downtown Alpharetta is you can walk, you can push your stroller right along the sidewalks. You can walk. This is you know, a busy but slower, quiet street. You're going to see all custom homes, all estates through here. This road is going to continue to get to develop like that. The homes in these small, older neighborhoods are all being torn down or renovated. But this is the subject property here. This neighborhood is called 12, an X with 2 eyes, you know, like Roman numeral, like 12 Canton, because there's 12 estates in this gated community. And it's got a world-renowned architect, great custom builder, the attention to detail. You have kind of these sweeping courtyards and breezeways outside, a large double-sided fireplace in the back, seamless transitions from inside to outside. Inside, like literally you can push your living room doors back into the wall to where your living room just joins the outside, so it's perfect for entertaining. It's got a full outdoor kitchen and entertaining space. You know, the attention to detail is second to none. All of the appliances, all of the materials, everything is top of the line. And it's a great mixture of classic, you know, older kind of design elements with more modern elements as well. And so I wanted to kind of give you a shot of the side and the back and how kind of the front and the back all come together. It's right here on the corner, and so like I said, there's 12 homes in that enclave. In a walk, you're probably 5 minutes from the heart of downtown. In a car, you're literally like 1 or 2 minutes. The schools in this area are amazing. They're fabulous. Most Alpharetta schools are, so that comes without saying. So if you're looking for this kind of a lifestyle, that's 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 4,771 square feet, brand new construction. It's listed at $3.1 million. And so the earlier on the tour I showed you one that was smaller and right in the thick of it. This is more like an estate home in an enclave, a little bit away from that hustle and bustle, but architecture, design, all of that second to none, for $3.1 million right here in Alpharetta. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that tour of 1 million and up in Alpharetta. You probably have figured out by now that, you know, it can look drastically different depending on what part of Alpharetta you want to live in. You can live right here in downtown. Behind me, this is City Hall. Right on the other side of that is where you see, well, there's a big green space right here and a little river that my kids always play in, but right on the other side of that you have shopping, dining, the huge green space right in the kind of heart of it, with the water fountain, and you've got, you know, the downtown areas right, literally you're in it. The entrance to the Alpha Loop is about 50 yards that way. The first home I showed you at 1.5 million is in that little area there. But the reason I wanted to wrap up here is because these homes you see behind me, these are generally, there's 6 of them right here in this row, and then at the light, if you go to the right, it kind of keeps on going. But these homes right here, they're about 5,000 to 8,000 square feet, and as you could imagine, all of the materials, all of the design, all of the fixtures, all of the appliances, every feature and amenity you could possibly imagine is built into these. This is like uber luxury here in Alpharetta, high end, right in downtown. So they're gonna be $2.5 million minimum, up to $3.5–4 million if you wanna be down here. And then as you saw on the tour, like if you can go further out, I think I mentioned it earlier, the home I just bought was built, you know, in 1994. We paid just under $1 million, but we're gonna do an extensive renovation to bring it all the way up to 2022, you know, probably 2023 by the time I'm done with it. Standards, I'll have $1 million and, you know, $3 to $1.5 million, depending on building and labor materials and all that. It'll be worth north of $2 million, but it sits on a little over 4 acres. 20 to 25 minutes from downtown, kind of in the northwest corner of Alpharetta address, but actually a Cherokee County. And then there's a little sliver of Alpharetta that's also in Forsyth County. Both of those, it's not you know, wasn't the #1 driving factor in our purchase decision. We were looking for, you know, the type of 3 to 5 acres with water on the property, and like we were looking for a really specific setup, and that just happens to be where we found it. But if you're in that Cherokee or Forsyth County, you're gonna be 20-25 minutes from here, but you're gonna avoid Alpharetta City taxes, which is about 1/4%. You know, and on $1 million, that's $2,500 a year, so a little bit lower taxes. But between here and there, you have Crabapple, downtown Milton. You have Milton right here next door. You have all of that stuff. So you've got proximity to shopping and dining within 10 to 15 minutes, but you're not going to be right here under it. Like right down here, like I said, you've got downtown, you've got the Alpha Loop right here, about a 5 or 10 minute walk, and you're at Avalon. Right through the next red light is the Maxwell, which is another live, work, play development. Exit 10 and 11 off of 400 is right here, and you're literally 5 to 10 minutes from Halcyon. And so really, in all price points, and especially the $1 million and up, it really depends on the location. Like, do you want to be closer to the live, work, play, walkability, you know, right next to the action? Or do you want to be on a couple of acres, or even in a swim tennis community with more of a community feel? There is a culture and a community here in the downtown area, but you know, if you want that typical swim, tennis, or even golf type neighborhood feel, like all of those things play a role. And so, you know, I can't show you everything in one video, but we'd be glad to help you walk through that. So always do, like, call, text, email, schedule a Zoom. We'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Atlanta. If you haven't already, do me a favor and subscribe so that you get notified when we release new content. And you know, we always welcome comments, good, bad, whatever kind of feedback you have. I believe feedback is the breakfast of champions. Really, our goal is to be a resource and to serve you in whatever way we can. So with all that being said, until we see you in person, hopefully we'll see you on the next episode.